to change the drive motor shaft seal and install new sprockets on your Denis Cimaf DAF 180D mulching head. There are numerous reasons shaft seals fail, indicating that the hydraulic drive motor case pressure has exceeded its tolerable limit threshold. Shaft seals can also fail if it has reached its useful life and is now letting low-pressure case oil into the belt drive area. If so, further diagnostics should be performed to determine the root cause of the high-pressure event. The tools you will need to complete this task include a 19mm socket and ratchet, a 24mm or 15/16" drive socket and ratchet with 3-inch extension, a 1/2-inch drive torque wrench set to 67 foot-pounds, a 15/16" Allen socket, snap ring pliers, a seal pick and 24mm wrench to pry out the old seal, a drill, a dead blow hammer, a new Viton seal, a 2-foot level, a seal driver that is in your customer care kit, or a brass drift. Before you begin, make sure you are wearing the proper personal protective equipment required to complete this task. This includes a hard hat, steel-toed work boots, safety glasses, leather work gloves, and a high-visibility safety vest when working out in the field. Warning: care should be taken to ensure that the grinding rotor has come to a complete stop before performing any maintenance or inspection. Always perform the lockout tag-out procedure before working on the equipment. Serious injury or death can occur if the engine is accidentally started. Before beginning, be sure to clean and disconnect all hydraulic hoses. Begin by opening the drive motor compartment and loosening the tension on the drive motor sprockets. Next, remove the 2 set screws on the upper taper lock sprocket and reinstall one of the set screws into the provided threaded hole. This threaded hole allows the set screw to separate the inner and outer portions of the taper lock bushing. Now that the taper lock bushings are separated and the tension has been removed from the belt, you'll now be able to remove the upper sprocket and the belt from the drive motor's splined shaft. Pro Tech tip: before proceeding with removing the snap ring and old seal, lay down an oil-absorbent mat to help contain the contaminants leaking from the head. Using your snap ring pliers, remove the snap ring at the base of the spline drive motor output shaft. You will now need to remove the washer that is behind the snap ring. Using a seal removal pick and a screwdriver or drill if needed for easier removal, take out the drive motor seal. Pro Tech tip: use a small pointed wood screw to thread into the damaged seal for easier removal. At this point, you should have your new Viton seal next to you and ready for reinstallation. Inspect the output shaft and the inner bore to ensure there were no scratches or marring of the machine's surfaces. Then, using some of the now slowly draining hydraulic fluid, lubricate the outside of the new seal. Ensure the flat side is facing out when reinstalling the new seal. Place the new seal over the drive motor output shaft and slide it into the bore. Using your thumbs and a rocking motion, slowly work the new seal into place. Once the seal is just far enough into the bore, place the washer and the snap ring. Using your deadbolt hammer, slowly drive the seal, washer, and snap ring into the bore only until the snap ring drops into its machined groove. Visually inspect that the snap ring completely seals into the groove. The seal has now been replaced. Now, reinstall the belt and upper sprocket at the same time by lining up the splines on the sprocket with the drive motor output shaft. Using a 2-foot level or flat stock, align the upper sprocket with the lower. Generally, the bevel at the end of the drive motor output shaft will slightly protrude and the inner portion of the bevel will align with the side of the taper lock bushing. Alignment of the upper and lower sprocket is extremely important, as misalignment of the sprocket can cause premature belt wear and machine failure. Pro Tech tip: prior to torquing, wedge a block of wood into the rotor to prevent it from rolling while tightening. Once you have the upper sprocket aligned with the lower sprocket, reinstall the Allen set screws in their original threaded holes and tighten them to 67 foot-pounds. Pro Tech tip: When tightening the set screws, be sure to evenly draw them in. If you tighten one more completely than the other, it can cause the outer portion of the taper lock sprocket to be improperly drawn in and damage can occur. We recommend drawing each sprocket in 3 times. Next, be sure to adjust your drive motor belt to the proper slack of 5/8 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch when cold, and torque the motor drive plate bolts to 180 foot-pounds. Finally, close your drive belt door, and your Denis Cimaf head is now ready to get back to clearing the way.